So are you still working out of the community center right now, or did you have to?
No.
Okay.
Well, when the pandemic hit and the community center was closed down, I actually just rented a space that was in a Mitchell Community Center. I was one of 7 artists that was selected to do a mural in one of the 7 districts. And so we were given an opportunity to go to Philadelphia to see how I'm going to use the term, the masters
way of
do
seeing things, and no one could have painted that portrait exactly the way that you did. And so I'm grateful that you shared that with us.
Now, let me just say this. I'm probably not as much of a reader as I probably should be, but the books that I love to read are those that are about achieving excellence. Any motivational book, I love them. Even when I'm painting sometimes, if you come to the studio, you're going to hear all these motivational tapes and videos going. I just like to hear positive stuff. I think we're fed with so much negative stuff in our community, and we see so much negative stuff that sometimes you have to just program positive stuff into your brain. And so that's what I do. So if I'm listening to motivational stuff, that's great. If I read a book, it's going to be something Tom Peters, talking about his quest for excellence. I just like those kind of books. And to be totally frank, I read the book about Donald Trump, The Art of the Deal. I thought it was very positive. But of course that's an old book, but I just like anything that's inspirational and motivational.
Yeah, I think I too can add to you don't have to feel bad about thinking that you should be more of a reader than you have been. I think I'm constantly saying that, wow, I wish I need to read this, or seeing a book, yet another one to add to my list of, oh, you should read this. So I am working on that, but I definitely agree with you about the fact that we are fed a lot of negative stories, and we hear so much just sadness and negativity. And I think when you're creating, it is good to flood your space with a lot of positive energy. And I have seen how that is much more inspirational than, hearing something that isn't quite as positive. And so thank you again for sharing that reminder. I think to be intentional about what messages we're consuming and what we're listening to, what we're reading, how we view ourselves. I think that you sharing that little insight about closing her eyes and capturing her in the real moment, and not just, oh, here's a beautiful woman reading a book, but here's a beautiful woman who read herself to sleep. And, she's now dreaming these things and having this wonderful, intimate experience with knowledge and with learning. And I think that's a beautiful image to have within a library for children and parents and anybody who comes through to see and have that image resonate with them. I know I was a much bigger reader when I was a child, and I remember sitting there with my mom and her reading stories to me and falling asleep. And so this image, your friend actually very much favors my mom in this image. And so it really, it feels good to me, very warm, and I can picture myself here too. So I really do enjoy this piece a lot. And the title I get now even more, Read and Dream too. So I love that. I think we talked about your work, and what inspired you. And I think we talked a little bit about themes that are crucial to your work. I don't know if you had anything else that you wanted to share, but I didn't want to. I know we're coming here towards the end of our time, which I cannot believe. But